flame. Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. Look up and see the light. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow. I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. We're going higher and higher, higher and higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Steelers going up against the Buccaneers.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the return, here's a dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays. Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now back to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Malcolm Mitchell here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Hooper, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. A spin. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Second down following the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
10-yard penalty there on first down, so now 1st and 20.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 17 yards to pick up there. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. And now running right through it. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting that 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here we go. Green, 39.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them, because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a conflation to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Carry here for Charles Sims. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Set! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
He'll set up a throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
They'll look to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no Options, he throws it away. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward near the 25. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Kendall Beckwith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball. Up 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And his throw here is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And it goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll come out throwing here on first down. A dump off for Dixon. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Wide open receiver complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Looking to throw. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DV, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
He'll drop to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The Bucs on third down. Lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Here we go now.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
To throw here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Detroit, here we go now.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be knocked down sideways. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kendall Beckwith in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson, good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Back to throw. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On the run, it's Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. He's at the 50, the 40, and a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there. You know how we get focused at the end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Brandon Copeland in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! Over! Under 10! Under 10! 10! Over! Back 99 Philly! Here we go!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go.
Little run here with Robinson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12.
Green, 39.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Green, 39.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Back line up, Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Now a handoff as they run left side. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On third and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Denard Robinson from 8 yards out. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to float this one deep right. He's got it at the 15. A big play on third there for the Steelers. 58 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll set up a throw, and his pass incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, that's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Jack, Patriot!
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Watch it now, Barney. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down. And this is caught. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball first. Down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Hurry up, Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up!
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. On play action, they'll throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Time running out here on the play clock. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Boswell for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, here we go.
On third down, it's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was earning a first down the hard way. You want your quarterback to be a scrapper, but you also want to keep him upright. He paid for that first down by taking a big-time hit.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Over! Now let's go. Detroit!
to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Pierce. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now look at 56. 56.
Now a desperation throw deep down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Copeland with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick hitch, complete. It's Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
First down and goal to go from the 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Denard Robinson, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. Blue landed. Over. Leopard. Now let's go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, I know it points to this.
Yeah, pulling up with the coupe.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme, crime. It's a shame they let us jump out of